everyone. My name is Priyanshi Goel, a student of Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal. I am going to give a presentation on the topic Structured Query Language, also known as SQL. Before starting the presentation, let me give you an overview that what are the topics I am going to cover in the upcoming slides. So, first of all, I will tell you what is SQL, then what are the scope of SQL, then what is relation database and its terminologies, then types of SQL commands, and last join and its type. So let's start with the very first topic, that is what is SQL. The full form of SQL is Structured Query Language. We generally pronounce it as SQL. Coming to the next point, Structured Query Language is used to create, maintain, add, retrieve the data from relational database like MySQL, Oracle, etc. It lets you access and manipulate databases. As the name suggests, it is used when we have structured data, mainly in the form of tables, consist of rows and columns. Next topic is what are the scope of SQL. So SQL is a massive technology. The future of being an SQL developer is not just limited to computer science, but you can see it revolving around retail, finance, healthcare, science and technology, public sector, in short, everywhere. All organizations need a database for the storage of their data. Next topic is relational database. So what is relational database? Relational database means the data is stored as well as retrieved in the form of tables. That means whenever we retrieve data from the database, it will always be in the form of tables. Let's take an example. There is one student table given below which stores roll number, name, address and phone number of students. There are some terminologies that are used in terms of relations. First is attribute. So what is attribute? Attribute are the properties that defines a relation. Here, student is an entity and roll number, name, address and phone number are the attributes which define the student entity. Next is tuple. Tuple is, what is tuple? Each row in the relation is known as tuple. Here in this example, there are two tuples in the student table. Next is types of SQL commands. So what is SQL command? SQL commands are instructions. It is used to communicate with the database. There are mainly four types of SQL command. First is DDL command, second is DML command, third is TCL command and fourth is TCL command. So let's discuss each command one by one. So first is data manipulation language, that is DML. So DML statements are used for managing data within schema objects. It is responsible for all form of changes in the database. The command of DML is not auto-committed. That means it can't permanently save all the changes in the database. The commands which fall under this category are select command, insert command, update command and delete command. Select command is used to retrieve data from the database. Insert command is used to insert rows in the table. Update command is used to update the existing data within a table, and delete command is used to remove one or more rows from a table. Next type is data definition language, that is DDL command. This command is used to define the database structure. DDL changes the structure of the table, like creating a table, deleting a table, selecting a table, etc. All the DDL commands are auto-committed. That means it permanently saves all the changes in the database. Commands which fall under this category are create command, alter command, drop command, and rename command. So create command is used to create table in the database. Alter command is used to alter the structure of database. Drop command is used to drop the table or objects from database, and rename command is used to rename the attributes of the table. Next is transaction control language, that is TCL command. TCL commands are only used with DML command like insert, delete, update only. These operations are automatically committed in the database. That's why they can't be used while creating tables or dropping them. The commands which fall under this category are commit command and rollback command. Commit command is used to save all the transactions to the database, whereas rollback command is used to undo transactions that haven't already been saved to the database. Next and the last type of command is data control language, that is DCL command. A data control language is a syntax similar to a computer programming language used to control access to data stored in a database. In particular, it is a component of structured query language. In simple words, we can say that DCL commands are used to grant and take back authority from any database user. The commands which fall under this category are grant command and revoke command. Grant command is used to give user access privilege to a database, whereas revoke command is used to take back permission from the user. Next topic is joins. So SQL join statement is used to combine data or rows from two or more tables. Before using join command, we must ensure that the tables contain one common attribute. For example, there are two tables, table 1 and table 2. Table 1 contains ID, name, address, phone number as the attribute, whereas table 2 contains course ID, SID, and department name as the attribute. In both the tables, SID and ID are the common attribute. Next is types of joins. There are 4 types of joins. First is inner join, next left join, third is right join, and last is full join. So let's discuss one by one each command. So inner join. Inner join keyword select all rows from both the tables as long as the condition satisfies. It means it will retrieve all the rows which is common in both the tables. From the Venn diagram, it is clear that it will retrieve those rows which are present in both the tables. Next type is left join. Left join is also known as left outer join. So this command returns all the rows of the table on the left side of the join and matching rows for the table on the right side of the join. If the matching rows present in the right table, then it will give null as a value. From the Venn diagram, it is clear that it will retrieve all the rows of table A and matching rows present in the right table, then it will give null as a value. Next type is right join. Right join is similar to left join. This join returns all the rows of the table on the right side of the join and matching rows for the table on the right side of the join. This join is also known as right outer join. From the Venn diagram, it is clear that it will retrieve all the rows of table B. It will retrieve all the rows of table B, and if the matching row is present in the left table, then it will give null as a value. Last type is full join. So full join creates the result set by combining result of both left join and right join. The result set will contain all the rows from both the table, the rows for which there is no matching. The result set will contain null. So from the Venn diagram, it is clear that it will retrieve all the rows from table A and table B. So it is it from my side. Thank you.